Sonic Boom!
Sonic Boom!
Sonic Boom! Shooting!
When it comes to the Season 3 character DLC, I have made a list of my own of characters that I want to both see in the game, 2 of them, and 2 of them I would love to both see, and I can see a potential expanding of my channel in terms of content around those characters. So with further ado, let's go. Fei Long was last seen in Street Fighter 4, and many people thought he was going to return in Street Fighter 5, but did not enter the game. And this is one of the few other characters that I have played during Street Fighter 4, and I really like how he is played and how much he can control the screen with normals and his special move Rekkas. In the beginning of Street Fighter 4, Fei Long wasn't considered very strong, but climbed the tiers as time went on, and during Arcade Edition he might have been one of the strongest characters. If only the twins were not in the game, he could have been probably the strongest during this time. And Fudo won EVO 2011 with Fei Long also. So this character was extremely strong in Street Fighter 4. Fei Long's legacy in the Street Fighter history is one of the greatest ones, and the Bruce Lee look-alike characters are always popular in fighting games, so I hope they bring him back.
Sonic Boom!
Next up, I would like to see the Hairspray user. Sagat has a legacy that surpasses Fei Long by miles and is one of the most popular characters in the Street Fighter franchise. Sagat was last seen in Street Fighter 5, and it took a few seasons before he entered the game, despite his popularity. With an amazing fireball game and an impressive uppercut, Sagat is able to control the fireball game against almost every other character in the franchise. So my reason to why I would like to see Sagat in the game again is a little bit different, and I would like to see a matchup where it's more fireball based, and Sagat is probably the only character that can make so the fireball game becomes more interesting, because as of now there are no matchup in the game there where we need to focus more on the fireball game and to control the screen. I don't know how well Sagat would work in Street Fighter 6 because of the fireball game, and fireballs overall is not as powerful because of the parry mechanic. If they put him in the game, they will probably need to adjust his offensive tools a little bit more so he can deal out some damage offensive wise and go for offense once in a while.
Sonic Boom!
Next up on my list is a potential expander of my channel, and it's Remy. Remy was last seen in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, and he was the Guile archetype in this game with sonic booms and flash kicks. Third Strike, considered from the Street Fighter community one of the greatest fighting games of all time, maybe even the greatest. A lot of characters in the game are always requested by the community to follow up in the new titles. Unfortunately, Remy is not one of the most requested ones to come back, and it speaks a lot against him in his return to the Street Fighter franchise. And what speaks even more against Remy's return is that Guile is already in the game, and also DJ, a character that is somewhat similar in some areas of the game or also in the game already, so it makes it hard for Remy to make a return to the franchise, but maybe they can redo him in some way so he is played differently. My knowledge around Remy is not that great, so I asked one of US best Remy players, Dagger G, about Remy. Remy's fireball game becomes something of Sagat's fireball game with low and high sonic booms. Remy's strengths as a character is his mobility and his ability to be played rather safe. Also, skilled players can learn to charge his moves very fast because of how the game mechanic and game engine works. Some of Remy's weaknesses is his low health, low damage output, and is somewhat hard to master. As another tool, he also has a dive kick that can be very unforgiving even on hit. Even if Remy isn't one of the most popular characters, a potential return is always possible. If he has similar game plan, charge or not, I could see him joining the garden as a sub-character in the future.
Sonic Boom!
As my most requested pick, I have a character that had this incredible win quote in a previous title. That will do, pig. Charlie Nash, last seen in Street Fighter V, used to be a Guile archetype character, but was remade into a motion character with super good mobility and incredible normals. Charlie Nash is a very popular character, but in the story mode of Street Fighter V, Nash died again, so I don't know if they resurrect him again or not, but Bison died too in the story, so I guess it's really not an obstacle. In Street Fighter V, Nash was one of the first announced characters, so the demand of bringing him back again from the dead after Bison killed him for the first time must have been quite high, and Guile was actually DLC for this game, so Nash was in the spotlight. So if you are wondering how Nash could look like in Street Fighter 6, there is a mod for PC players that are interested in using it. There, I can link it below. There is a mod that only make Guile look like Nash though. So as a character, Nash would fit in Street Fighter 6, maybe as a mixture of Street Fighter 5 Nash, but also some parts taken from Remy to create a new mix of character, maybe with a high, low sonic booms or something. I can see Nash return despite his death. Capcom did an amazing job of redoing Nash, so I think that the possibility of a return is quite decent actually. So this was my wish list for Season 3. What are your picks and hopes for the next upcoming season? Let me know in the comment section. I hope you will have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching, and until next time, shoot it!